How's it going tonight, everybody? Figured we'd do something a little bit different. Going to do a DaVinciResolve 18 edit today for you guys. So if anyone has any questions at all, feel free to drop it into the chat and I'll do my best to cover it. And if not, I plan on doing some more and we can cover it on those ones as well. I'll go back in the chat and see what you all guys have to say and, make a video from there and take it from there. But yeah, we'll jump right into it and see what we can get into. Jump over to my little editing table over here. So first thing, you're going to want to know an editing program to use. Me personally, I use DaVinciResolve. There's a lot of other ones you can use, but for me, that's the one I like. I started on Share Factory from the PS4 and PS5, and that was honestly fantastic for what it can do. But I started wanting just a little bit more. And out of all of them I found, DaVinciResolve was the best, can do the most, and was 100% free. So, to get it, you just go over to Google and type in DaVinciResolve. I go to Blackmagic Designs here, and that's the one you want. So you'd come on down to the free download now, and then pick whichever one you're with. So for myself, I would be Windows. Fill in your details so you can get the most out of it, and then just hit register and download. It'll pop up over in your download section, and then you can go from there, open it, follow the steps, and then it'll be on your computer. It normally comes onto the desktop here, but I put mine in a separate folder called Editing Tools. So we'll open that up. Alright, so you want to go over to New Project. You can name it whatever you like, that's up to you. I'm going to be editing a small Fortnite video for you, so Fortnite, we'll just call it a quick vid. Alright, so then you'll hit create. So yeah, at first it looks a little overwhelming. I know it did for myself. You have a whole lot of options you can pick from, and you honestly don't know where to start, right? So I'm just going to go really quick with it. I honestly never go over here in your media. It's just a broken down where you pull your files into. But you can access everything over here in cut, so that's the one I use. Once you bring files in, then you can go over to edit and do some pretty cool stuff with, which I'll cover a little bit of that later. Now, to be honest, for simple video editing, you don't really need to get into Fusion or your color and all that. That's some pretty advanced stuff, or even your Fairlight. So, I'll come back over here to the cutscene. Now, this is where you just literally drag and drop videos or anything you want to edit in. So let's come down here to where I have some videos saved. A little Fortnite one I did. Now it's going to say change project frame rate. I always say change because later on when you render it, you can change it to whatever you want and into like say YouTube ratio and all that kind of stuff. So I just hit change, and as you notice it pops up over here in your master bin, which it would over here in media, but like I said, I never find myself going into it. So I'm just going to grab my video I just put in there, literally drag it now over to the timeline on the right side of this red line. And you have some stuff over here to play and stop, to watch the video you put in. And I will say, you'll find it at times a little glitchy, but don't worry. Once you render it, it'll be absolutely perfect. It's just sometimes it takes a minute to catch up because it's going at frames. So basically, I'm going to find the spot I wanted to edit. So yeah, I got those to assist. Alright, we'll start it here. So if you come over here, you'll see a pair of scissors. I'll just hit that, and I'll clip it into 2 sections. I'll just literally come over here, right click, and cut that out because I don't want to use that. It doesn't delete it permanently, you know, you still have your file from before, and if I just re-drag that on, it'll bring that whole thing back. But alright, so we have that part. Yeah, I normally watch it through a little bit just to see what we got going on. One guy out, the second
One
guy.
left, I'm down. Sweaty as fuck, they got crowns, all of them.
Yeah! I took the third. Boom,
Hell yeah!
Just like that. Go a little further. I'll clip it here. And I'll cut that out. So there's our small clip we're going to edit. Now if you make a mistake, you can always come over here to File, or Edit, and Undo. Now undo whatever you just did, so you don't have to worry if you make any mistakes. Which that's one flaw I found from when I was using the PS4 on Share Factory. If you made a mistake, it's like you're starting right from scratch, and it sucked. Alright, so we have that. So now you know how to drag and drop, cut a clip, we have our small scene. But I want a little more to this, right? What do I want to do? We can add a title. So if you come over here and click titles, they have a whole bunch of different options. It's being a little slow rendering. But, you know, sample at the bottom. What do we want to use? Let's go with this. So a lot of people, you can drag it in front, but it'll literally just be black background, right? Which is not bad. This is how I used to start it, and it worked, right? So to change it, this is when you come over to edit. So I come over to edit. You want to click on it so it's red. I'm used to doing this on my other computer. 1 second. Click Inspector to bring down all your tabs. And now I can change what the top says here. So we'll put that as Fortnite. Got fat fingers. And then you can change the spacing of your letters. You can do different fonts. Let's just go with this Microsoft one here, Fortnite. And then now the lower spot. Quick edit, we'll call it. You can change this one too. Sure, we'll just go with this one. And now you have color options. You can change the top color for this to whatever you like. We'll go with a nice little purple. Let's change the bottom. Let's do green. Just want to make that a capital E. There, that doesn't look too bad. Why not? We'll go with it. But yeah, you can come here, change line spacing. around Fortnite. No, that's quick edit. Lower text size. You know, there's a whole bunch of different stuff you can do. But now we have the basics of it, right? So we have the start. Comes in. But I want to make that transition feel a little nicer. So you can come over here, go to transitions, and it gives you a whack ton that you can pick from. You know, you can just do a nice clean little dissolve. That's honestly one I pick most of the time. Little hexagons, splits, clock. There's a whole lot you can pick from. Warp, that's a cool one. Tunnel of light. We'll go with the tunnel of light. So you can slide it back. That's how you go back and forth. Slowly, just in between frames. Or you can grab up here and pull it all the way. So we made a nice little intro going into the clip. There's another way you can do it. And that's if you just go over top, it puts it on top. You're overlapping the layers. Put it back, just go back there, and it's back. Boom. Voila. A nice little quick edit. So I want something just a little more here, right? To be honest, there's a basic video. I could leave it just at that, not do anything else, but let's just do a little more here for you guys. Alright, so I'm just going to put a quick little clip here and there. Now there's some other stuff you can add in here. There's memes you can add, and there's music. And I've done a lot of research to find copyright free music, because you do not want to use something that is copywritten and end up getting flagged on one of your videos. It's a complete piss off, and it's happened to me, I know. I've tested the waters a little bit. But I found a few sites that work. And it's all copyright free, right from the public domain, or the artist is giving you permission. But anyways, come back over here to Google. And then the one site you want to type in for memes is called yarn.co. Boom. Now literally anything you type into this engine, it'll bring up the clips for it. You can bring up literally full movies, and it'll bring it down into individual clips that you can use in your videos. Literally just type anything you want. So at the start, we want to add something, I don't know. Is there anything here usable, just right off the hop? What do we got? What do we got? Right. I'll just type in, let's do it. Let's see what happens. What's one of these that doesn't look bad? Ah, some Looney Tunes.
Let's do it. You the duck.
So if you want it, you just hit this little button there. Just exit it. Okay, so go back to the video. Hit this little button here for download. Alright, so it's in there. Come over here, go to your downloads. Well, first you want to make sure your DaVinci's back in your media pool up at the top. Go to your downloads and then pull that file in. And then literally just drag and drop that. Right there. Boom. You have a meme in there.
Let's do it. You the duck.
One left.
Let's put something else here. What else can we put there? I'll put you in, and then the next one, because they go with each other, just to make that a double. Okay. So we'll come back over to DaVinci, go to our downloads. That was you, and I'm pretty sure I double clicked you, yes. Pop you in. Pop you in. Got two of them. That's muscular pubes we hear there.
I'm down.
Now, I didn't really hear that. Don't know why.
One left.
So I'm going to go over to edit. I'm going to click that video. Because you want it to be red. Go over to audio. I'm going to raise that audio up. Let's go 11:15. Drop back down there. Got two of them.
One left.
For some reason that one's giving us an issue, so we'll cut you out. This one I can hear the audio, but let's raise you up as well.
One left. I'm down. What do you?
Okay. Let's see if we can pull that one back in. Wonder why it's doing that. No, still no audio on it. Normally you don't run into that issue. But alright, let's see what we got. We got Fortnite quick edit.
Let's do it. You the duck.
Got two of them. Not bad, not bad.
I'm down. What do you fuck? They got crowns, all of them?
Yeah! That was my good little scream there. Let's add one more in. What's this one?
Mr. Looney Tune.
Let's use that. And that will finish our video off. It's a little more than a quick edit, but hey, it's all learning, right? So we come back there to refresh it. Pretty sure that one, correct. Boom.
Looney Tune.
I'm actually going to cut that out. Let's raise the volume on this guy. My mouse is very sensitive. Like I said, I normally do it on my other one. Okay. Let's see how we did.
Let's do it.
Oh,
You the
one
duck.
last thing. There's two ways you can shorten this. You can either go here where you see it change like that to the double, and you can bring it down like that. Because I did feel that was a little long. Put our transition. There we go. Let's see what we got.
And let's do it. You the duck.
You the duck. Yeah, we covered changing audio there.
I'm
Snipping
down.
clips.
Sweaty as fuck. They
Where to
got
get
crowns,
everything,
all
pull
of them.
it in. Yeah!
You're Mr. Looney Tune.
That was pretty good. Alright, I'm happy with that. We'll leave it just like it is for now. So you're all finished. What do I do with it? You'll come over here to deliver. Now give it a name again. Fortnite quick edit. Give it a location where you want it to save. I'm gonna put it in my videos. Now I always click on the YouTube so it renders it right at the 1080p and all the specs and everything, which you can change if you want to, but I'm always more than happy with just that one. Saving where we want to. Now you come over here and you add to the render queue, and you literally just hit render all, and you sit back and you wait for that to render. And yeah, next time I'll cover a little more stuff like pulling in some still images and then lengthen them and making them have effects like move and everything. And then I'll also cover stuff like adding in music and where to grab some of that, just like I covered the memes here. And I'll probably do a few other cool little things, maybe freeze a moving frame, lengthen it for you so you can add in a title at that. Like say you have a moment where you shoot down the guy there, as soon as the bullet hits him it just freezes there and says the title and then carries on. Yeah, that video is actually already done rendering, so why don't I pull it up here and we can watch it in full render quality. Let's go back over to the edit table. Alright, here's the video we just made, which only took us 30 minutes.
And let's do it. You the duck.
Got two of them.
One left. I'm down. Sweaty as fuck. They got crowns, all of them.
Yeah!
You're Mr. Looney Tune.
Not bad at all, eh, guys? Come back to our fireplace room. Yeah. So we'll definitely be covering a lot more videos and getting more in depth, so if you want to see more, look forward to it. You can always join the Discord server itself. I'll drop the link here. And that will gain you access to a whole lot of different features and having me possibly doing some edits for you and all that. I also make thumbnails and everything. And I like to do as much as I can to help the community of you guys. You guys are awesome and you deserve it. But alright, lots of things to look forward to. I'll let you guys have a good night and I hope you enjoyed it.